Going back to the past, Ebola virus was first discovered in 1976 near the Ebola River in what is now the Democratic Republic of Congo. Since then, the virus has been infecting people from time to time, leading to outbreaks in several African countries, like West Africa. Ebola is a virus that causes problems with how your blood clots. It is known as a hemorrhagic fever virus because the clotting problems lead to internal bleeding as blood leaks from small blood vessels in your body. The virus also causes inflammation and tissue damage.
CDC has ordered enhanced Ebola screenings for any traveler who's been to Uganda in the past 3 weeks. This comes after an outbreak popped up in the country 2 weeks ago. ABC News medical contributor Dr. Alok Patel joins me live now for more on this.
I think what it comes down to is what airports are most capable of handling this type of influx. And from what I briefly saw this morning, the majority of flights from Uganda are inevitably going to one of these 5 airports, as it is as well. I think one thing that we want to see.
Kumain na tayo.
Died, including healthcare workers.
Mauna ka na, mag-prepare ka na ng pagkain dyan.
The Ugandan outbreak is caused by a Sudanese strain of the virus, and the race is on to find a new.
Bakit tutong ka na? Ito, may pagkain dito. Gusto mo? Salamat po. Okay lang.
Uy, pulsa pool!
Okay guys, makinig kayo. 30 minutes na lang nandun na tayo sa retreat house. Tandaan nyo, walang maghihiwa-hiwalay. Grupo-grupo kayong umalis ha, walang mag-iisang aalis. Okay, sa loob ng 3 araw, alam nyo naman na gagawin natin, di ba? Magkakaroon tayo ng recreational activities, merong individuals, merong by groups. Then, magkakaroon din tayo ng open forum. Ang boring naman. Kaya nga. My God, walang signal. Ang boring naman here. No, oo nga.
Nagugutom na nga ako eh.
Hala ako din. Wala ba kayong pagkain ba? Guys, gusto niyo bang hindi maboring? Di ba gusto niyo ng pagkain? Ito. Sige, una na ako.
Val, wait!
Ano yan? Ay, thank you so much. Tara, sama ka sa amin. Di ba sabi ni Ma'am bawal daw lumay? Di ba you wanna be one of us? How will you be one of us in airport? I dare you na pumasok ka sa loob and stay there for 10 minutes. Sure kayo, ako lang. Hindi, susunod naman kami agad. Sige na, go.
Scientists do not know where Ebola virus comes from. Based on similar viruses, they believe EVD is animal-borne, with bats or non-human primates being the most likely source. Infected animals carrying the virus can transmit it to other animals like apes, monkeys, duikers, and humans. And this where Val had contact with infected bat.
Okay guys, gather up na dito. Pumunta na kayo dito. Bilisan mo. So, ang activity natin ngayon is recreational activity. Okay, bali ang activity natin ngayon is nagtago ako ng puzzle. Naghahanapin nyo yun para mabuo nyo yung kung ano mang puzzle yung mga na-assign sa group nyo. So, per group to. Alam nyo naman yung mga group nyo, di ba? Okay, mag-start na tayo. Sige na, pumunta na kayo.
After 2 days, Val shows clinical manifestation of Ebola infection, which is nose bleeding.
Hala, nagagawin ko. Aray! O, bakit naman ka? Hala, ang laki. Pakita nga.
The mode of transmission is by direct contact with blood of an infected person that has symptoms of Ebola, or their sweat, tears, mucus, saliva, vomit, diarrhea, urine, breast milk, sexual fluids, or blood. The virus can enter even small wounds, also in our eyes, nose, or mouth.
Hala, tara, ugasan natin.
Other symptoms are high fever, abdominal pain,
Aray ko. Sakit.
muscle aches, diarrhea,
O sige na, dalian mo. Pumasok na. Alis na yung bus. Ika lang ba? Ano nangyari sa'yo?
fatigue, and vomiting.
Ew, kahapon ka pa.
The incubation period is 2 to 21 days.
Walang aalis. Hindi tayo pwede umalis. May kumakalat na virus ngayon na tinatawag na Ebola. At ilan sa inyo ay nakakaranas ng simptomas na.
So how do we know if you have Ebola virus, or what are the diagnostic methods to be used? Well, it can be difficult to clinically distinguish EVD from other infectious diseases. Confirmation that symptoms are caused by Ebola virus infection are made using the following diagnostic methods. First, antibody capture enzyme link immunosorbent assay or ELISA test. Second, antigen capture detection test. Third, serum neutralization test. Fourth, reverse transcriptase polymerase chain reaction or RT-PCR assay. Fifth, electron microscopy. And lastly, virus isolation by cell culture.
Huwag kayong mag-alala. Tatawag ako ng tulong. Ang kailangan natin gawin ay i-isolate nyo muna ang inyong mga sarili. Maghahatid ako ng pagkain at gamot na kakailanganin. Huwag niyong kakalimutang ipaalam sa akin kung may iba pa kayong sintomas na maramdaman. Pero sa ngayon, bumalik muna kayo sa kanya-kanya niyong kwarto at maghintay na dumating ang tulong.
Okay ka lang ba? Masakit pa rin ba? Ito, uminom ka muna ng tubig.
O magpahinga ka muna ha. Huwag ka muna magpagod. Dalihan mo rin yung inom ng tubig mo.
To prevent the transmission of the virus, wash your hands with water and soap. Wear proper protective equipment. Disinfect the room. And burn the things owned by the infected person.
Hello? Talaga po? Nandiyan na po kayo? Naku, salamat po. Guys, andyan na yung tulong.
The Ebola vaccine has been developed and it is called a Revo vaccine. It has been shown to be effective in protecting people from the species Zaire Ebola virus. The vaccine is delivered in 2 doses. Subdeno is administered first and Mvibea is given approximately 8 weeks later as a second dose. This prophylactic 2-dose regimen is therefore not suitable for an outbreak response where immediate protection is necessary. The Ebola virus is a highly aggressive virus that is transmitted through bodily contact with an infected symptomatic individual. The Ebola virus enters the body primarily through direct contact of mucous membranes like the eyes or through abrasions in the skin. When inside the body, the virus fuses with tissue cells, invades them, and releases its genetic content into the cell. This is similar to many viruses wherein the viral RNA uses the host cells to generate copies of itself. The genetic material takes over the cell machinery to replicate itself. New copies of the virus are formed, released into the system, and dispersed. This also causes the cells to explode, sending infectious particles flying Ebola, then overpowers the immune system. The very cells that are meant to fight infection are used as carriers to spread infection to other body parts, including the liver, spleen, kidneys, and brain. The virus attacks almost every organ and tissue in the human body, resulting in an overwhelming inflammatory reaction. This is what causes sudden flu-like symptoms that are the first signs of Ebola. Health workers who do not use proper infection control while caring for Ebola patients are high risk. This stage can persist for a week or more, and many patients develop hemodynamic shock. Neurologic symptoms may also present, such as confusion. Those who do not die the first 2 weeks of the disease are likely to survive.